Welcome back, YouTube. My name is Nigel MrSchroeter, aka the Credit Sensei, aka Mr. Don't Sleep on the Money, and most importantly, also known as the King of Navy Federal Credit Union. Reason being, I always give you guys the best content available on Navy Federal and break it down into bits and pieces so that you can understand it and you can obtain the most knowledge and be able to use this knowledge to your benefit. So today I'm going to explain to you why Navy Federal is still a great financial institution, but you never, ever, ever, ever want to get a collection from Navy Federal Credit Union. Okay, so let me explain. So I've had people that I've worked with plenty of times with Navy Federal in terms of getting them credit funding. All right, so I can take these people and they may have poor credit scores. They may have scores in the 400s or the 500s, and I'm bringing them up, right? So I get them up, and we go straight for funding with Navy Federal. We get the secured loan, secured card. We work the system, work through my process. That's in a prior video that I'll link for you guys to watch. And I show them how they're able to build up their credit and get the momentum with Navy Federal. And then, boom, these people go, and they open up these credit cards, and they're able to get, now $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, some of them $10,000, $20,000 cards from Navy Federal. But with $10,000 cards, $20,000 cards comes $10,000, $20,000 responsibility. Now, a lot of the times, I'm working with individuals who previously had poor credit, and then those poor credit habits they'll fall back into once I stop working with them. And I try to teach them and show them these methods up until the point where they are getting out of my wing, getting out from under my wing and going into the credit world by themselves. Now they've got all this funding. What do they do, right? So one of the people that I was working with, and I explained explicitly, please do not, under any circumstances, get a collection with Navy Federal. And I guess they took my words very lightly, didn't listen, and ended up with a collection. Well, here's what happens. You get a collection from Navy Federal, and they are a credit union, and they do use a internal collections department. So what does that mean for you? When you get a collection with them, as a credit union, that means that they have the right that they can take funds out of your checking or savings account and put them towards your debts with them. So what ends up happening is this person, they have a check come into their account. As soon as the check clears, they go to their account, they go to try to pull money out the ATM, nothing. Well, Navy Federal took the funds from that check that was cleared, and they went ahead and they put them on the debt that they owe Navy Federal. Because the debt was delinquent and it was more than the amount of the check, they were able to do it. It's completely legal. So now, anytime you have any money that goes into that Navy Federal account, it's instantly just pulled and put towards your debt. So that's reason number one. Now, reason number two, and probably the worst of the reasons, is, of course, Navy Federal houses their own debt, so Navy Federal can file a lawsuit against you. So if you have a substantial amount of debt with Navy Federal, they can get their legal team, take you to court, pursue actions, and then garnish your wages from any income that you have. So it's extremely important to be cognizant of that. And reason number three, and last but not least, because I want to keep this video short and sweet, internal collections means that they can continue, they can continue to report on your debt. So what does that mean? Because the collection is internal and it's still with the original debtor, they're not sending your account out to collections. They can continue to mark late payments, as well as they can mark, collection, because they're still the original creditor. And so by you allowing the account to go that way, they can continue to hit you with those late payments the whole time until you pay them off in full. And last but not least, quick bonus tip, just so that you guys know. With Navy Federal, if you choose to file bankruptcy or utilize some other payment method, whether it be a settlement or anything else, to pay off your debt, it's extremely hard, if not impossible, to ever open up another account with Navy Federal, and you will not be able to open up another loan account with Navy Federal until you pay off in full any debt that you owe them once an account goes to their collections department. So once again, I recommend that you guys are aware of this and you do not ever allow an account to go into collections with Navy Federal, because it will be extremely detrimental and an extremely hard process to get out of, even though it's easy to get into. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying tuned. Thank you guys for being a part of the family. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video out with anyone who may benefit from this video. And as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.